So what are you doing? Okay.
I'm filling up my pot, but you know what? For people who have those giant pots, I like that what you do with the packing peanuts.
Oh, yes. Oh, tell that.
That's, how did you even come up with that?
Well, what I do is put you tell it, I'll tell it. You put the landscape cloth in the bottom, covering the whole of a big planter. Then I put in, because if it's so big, I mean really big, like this big, I have a lot of those, you put in about a foot or a foot and a half of styrofoam peanuts that I save religiously.
The packing peanuts.
The packing peanuts that come in the boxes that you hate because they get all over the place. But I put them in big garbage bags and I keep those until planting time. That goes in the bottom half of the pot. That way you don't have to use soil. If you use soil, it's so heavy you can't lift the pots. So that lightens the load. You might, if you're worried about pots blowing over, put a few big rocks in the bottom of the pot. But then use the peanuts, then put more fabric cloth down, then put your soil and your plants. Here we have a very well-grown bunch of chives. These are very nice. These are onion chives. And this is in one of those pots that I could use that fabulous shovel of mine to tear off. You don't want to put that whole pot in there. You want to take off some of it.
It does biodegrade though, right?
Yeah, oh yes, this is good. Don't disturb the roots too much because it's not so root bound. And so this can go into your pot. I don't like to plant, make sure that the top of the soil is right like a quarter of an inch below the rim of the pot. And so you'll put that one in. And chives are good, and these keep cutting. They're called cut and come again. That's what chives do. And here we have beautifully grown parsley.
So if you do an herb garden, could you just bring it inside at the end of the summer? And can you continue growing the herbs or no? Is it all year round or not?
They might continue to grow inside if you have the right conditions. Sunny, but it's hard because they need a lot of sun and they need the warmth and not dry, not so dry. So here's a parsley. Then we have basil. Now this is a pot for your backyard, or your terrace, your fire escape.
In New York, that's what we have, fire escapes.
Yeah, fire escapes. You have to watch out though that your fire escape is, it's approved for a few pots. You don't want to block it off in case, somebody has to escape.
So do these all require the same amount of water? Do these all require the same amount of water?
These do. See, basil, parsley, and
they all live
chives
together nicely?
like sun. They like to be watered, not a lot, but they like to be watered. But thyme and rosemary, more woody kind of herbs, will like less water, so don't mix those in with this. Sage doesn't like a lot of water. But read the packets. Read up a little bit on the culture of a plant before. See, I'm taking the bottoms off. That'll let the roots go through easier too. And make sure there's no air pockets left in your pot. And then this will be filled in with soil, and you have a very nice little pick and reuse and reuse.
Pick and eat.
Pick and eat, yeah. I'm going to make no-knife pasta tonight.
Oh, good.
You know what that is?
I'm coming over.
No-knife pasta is you just tear everything up, including the tomatoes. You don't need a knife. Boil the tomatoes. You just throw in all the raw herbs, uncooked, basil, parsley, chives. Just tear it with your fingers. Saute a little bit of torn up green onions and pour it all together over the pasta. It is delicious.
Is there any herb you don't like?
Any herb I don't like.
Or is there?
I don't think so, no. Oh, and by the way, once you bring this home, make sure you take these off. Please, don't leave these on. I mean, you don't know how many houses I go to, and the price tags are still on the trees, and the plants, all the pots still have their labels on. Take them off. Make them